Okay, so this video won't be long due of the fact that the deadline for this tournament is in this month, and also with what I'm doing in my personal life, I don't think I will be able to make a much more longer video than what I do usually with my hybrid videos. So yeah, this video will have to be a bit short. So if you watch my last video, I made a totally new hybrid that I submitted in a pretty unique tournament that was made by Micho Genetics. And the hybrid itself is a Tasmanian Tiger hybrid who goes by the name of Benjamin. Well, unfortunately, Benjamin won't be able to participate in this tournament, and that's because I didn't take into account one particular factor that was required for this tournament, and that was the size. So, as it turns out, the hybrid needs to have a weight of around 100 pounds minimum with a maximum weight of 20 tons. And that's something that I didn't take into account, as I was mostly focused on the other part that said that there was an advantage for the hybrid being small, while also taking into account that one of the animals that was showcased is Mononychus, which is a pretty small dinosaur. And this is how big Benjamin is. And yeah, just from the looks of it, it clearly looks like that he doesn't weigh 100 pounds. So unfortunately, Benjamin won't be able to join this tournament. However, Micho Genetics was actually nice enough to actually help me make some modifications. And basically what we did is that we replaced one of Benjamin's contributor that only contributed size with something else, and he helped me calculate the stats of this new modified hybrid. And in the end, we ended up getting something kinda terrifying. So, ladies and gentlemen, meet Benjamin's cousin on steroids. Tilacinus giganteus, which literally means giant thylacine, but you can call him Benyip. Design-wise, Benjamin and Benyip kinda look similar. However, they have one difference, and that is the contributor for size. In the last video, Benjamin has the DNA of the direwolf, which only contributes size, which allows the hybrid to be much taller than the usual Tasmanian tiger. Benyip uses a completely different animal for size, and this is an animal that Micho Genetics actually suggested, which would allow the hybrid to actually respect the rules of size. And the animal in question is this thing. This is Megistotherium. And as you can see from this image, it's a really big carnivorous mammal. And this is the animal that contributes size for Benyip. Now, regarding the stats of this behemoth, Benyip has a height of 5 feet tall at the shoulder, a length of 11 feet, and a weight of 1,300 pounds. So essentially, Benyip is bigger and taller than Benjamin, and that makes him the largest marsupial carnivore to ever exist. Literally stealing Benjamin's title in only 4 days. Damn. However, Megistotherium doesn't just contribute size, but it also contributes other factors. By adding the cheek arches and the jaw muscles of this animal, Benyip has a bite force of 5,000 newtons. And it's not just that, but the teeth of the Tasmanian tiger are also replaced with the teeth of those of Megistotherium. And that's pretty much all of the new stuff for this unexpected hybrid, who only has the size difference with Benjamin, with Megistotherium attributing that, and also the modification of the jaw for a powerful bite, and also the teeth. As for the rest, it's essentially the same as Benjamin, with the main genome still being the Tasmanian tiger that provides all of the details that were already said for Benjamin in the last video. The grey wolf for stamina and seasonal coat depending on the season and temperature. The African wild dog for the large ears, which not only help Benyip having excellent hearing, but also help him dissipate heat and regulate his body temperature so that he doesn't overheat. And the African wild dog also provides its advanced social aspect, which would allow Benyip to at least work on a team with other hybrids. The honey badger provides a durable and loose skin. The dhole provides its beautiful red coat for aesthetics. The bush dog contributes water adaptability giving Benyip webbed feet and the ability to dive down underwater and hold his breath for more than 30 seconds. The opossum gives Benyip venom immunity, and the naked mole rat gives him resistance to diseases. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say for this unexpected hybrid. It's literally another version of Benjamin, but that is much bigger thanks to a change of one of his contributors. I guess I could end this with the name that I gave him, that being Benyip. What type of name is that? And where does it even come from? Well, originally the hybrid was supposed to be named just Ben, which was simply a nice way to compliment Benjamin and all. But then I began to think about another name, and honestly, this one is quite crazy. Now hear me out. This hybrid is a mammal who is as tall as an average human thanks to one of its contributors, and thanks to another one, it has water adaptability, and the main genome of this particular hybrid is an animal that once lived in Australia. Does that sound familiar? If you guessed this, then congratulations, you got the reference. This is a pretty well-known cryptid in Australian folklore, simply known as Bunyip. And a lot of the descriptions in terms of what this cryptid looks like always refers to a large mammalian-like creature that tends to be on the water a lot. And I guess in some way, this hybrid is close enough of being a bioaccurate Bunyip. So at that point, I didn't know what to name this hybrid, especially since both Ben and Bunyip are pretty good names for this hybrid. Until I decided to just say screw it and just fuse them into one, which makes Benyip. Actually, I think Metro Genetics' depiction of Benyip actually looks much more closer to a bioaccurate Bunyip than mine. Oh well. But yeah, this is who I'll be sending into the Battle of Ruin. Sorry Benjamin, you weren't big enough for this tournament. But look on the bright side, at least you won't get killed off. I want to give a huge thanks to Metro Genetics for helping me out on this one, because at that point I didn't know what I was gonna do, especially since I'm so terrible at math that honestly I cannot do sizes for like the hybrids. But really man, thanks for helping me out. I didn't know what I was gonna do, so yeah, again, thanks. Again, sorry if this video felt a lot shorter than what you expect for my usual hybrid videos, but again, deadline and also life. So yeah, that's how I gotta do this video. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'm the Godzilla Reader, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye bye!